So joining me now to discuss is managing partner for Gerber Kawasaki Wealth Investment and Management, Hatem Dhiab. Hatem, thanks so much for coming on the show. Since you oversee a portfolio, my first question to you is, do you own Peloton stock? Does it look attractive to you at these levels?
Hi, thank you for having me, Kristen. No, we don't. We did own it at some point, but about 6 months ago, we decided that the execution just wasn't there. The management wasn't doing their job really. They had some of the best momentum coming out of the pandemic. They were really one of the biggest winners. And unfortunately, with the issues with production, with the tread, and really, they were not able to kind of increase their moat and so forth. So we got out of it.
Okay, you got out of it. Do you think the CEO needs to be fired? Do you think he needs to go?
I mean, listen, Wall Street is telling you that he needs to go. You know, the stock is basically 85% from the high, below the high, and was trading at 50 billion market cap. Now it's barely 5 billion. I think there is some change that needs to happen, and that's just the reality.
Certainly change is on the horizon. This company is in a quiet period now until it reports earnings in early February. So I think a lot of investors and analysts alike will be paying close attention to any comments about upcoming changes at this firm. But talk to me, Hatem, about the operational missteps here. You said the company has not been run properly. I know it tried to expand quickly after debuting just a few months before the pandemic. What were the missteps that it took?
Well, I think they were cut off guard with the supply chain stuff. People were waiting for too long for their bikes, and then obviously you had some deaths around the tread, so that was bad publicity there. So it's just a lot of really kind of unfortunate things that would happen to them over the last couple of years. And you can get one or two, but eventually Wall Street will punish you, and I think that's what's happening there.
What about costs, though? Because this company I had seen before the pandemic was paying a ton of money to expand, and did certainly have a moment at the start of the pandemic. But I mean, huge real estate that they bought in Manhattan's Hudson Yards, which before the pandemic was hands down the most expensive real estate in New York City. Should it have reined in the costs a bit more? And by doing that, can it recover?
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the issues, right? Like, they didn't really control their costs. They opened all these stores that were unprofitable. I mean, I don't think they needed to have that. So when you see all these operational decisions that were made for the last couple of years, and you see the performance, and also you see a decelerating business. They're not growing anymore. They're not making any money. Then you have to wonder, is this the right team to take it to the next level?
What would a better team look like? And is there anyone in mind, Hatem, that would get you to now re-enter this stock at a pretty big discount, at least to its recent high?
We had a patch schedule over the weekend with my team. If they were to survive, I think Apple would probably be the best buyer, even though I don't think they will do it just because Apple doesn't buy anybody. But they have, the Fitness Plus app. They have a subscription service. They obviously have the Apple Watch. So Peloton will really kind of fit in nicely within that whole ecosystem for fitness. And they also can sell the bikes in the Apple stores. Now, the kind of argument to that is that, Peloton doesn't really have any IP. So why would Apple want to buy them? The only IP they have is their instructors. There's a lot of players in this space too. There is Mirror, who was just bought by Lululemon, so maybe that's another suitor. But I think they can't survive by themselves. Yeah.
They can't survive by themselves. So what happens, Hatem? The price continues to decline until someone does see this as an attractive acquisition. And what do they gain? Do they gain these world-class instructors, which I think some of the users really do like?
Yeah, I mean, I have a Peloton. I really like my Peloton. I like the community that it provides. But the problem is you got to grow that community. So maybe the instructors will be in a different ecosystem with other apps or other fitness products that you can work with. But ultimately, I think I don't think by themselves they can survive, and the stock keeps going down.
All right, Hatem Dhiab, a managing partner at Gerber Kawasaki, on the Peloton story that, at least as a story, does keep on giving. We'll wait to see how it all shakes out. Thank you so much.